Hey, Ethan again for another beer review. This evening I'm doing Guinness Extra Stout. 5.6% alcohol by volume. I have it in a 22-ounce can that I got from a liquor store, and it was $2.59. This was originally brewed in Ireland in 1759. It is now brewed in Canada, Ontario, I believe. There's also the Guinness Draft, 4.2%, the regular, which is lighter bodied than this. I've had that one before, but I've had this one before too, maybe only once. But yeah, I'm excited to try it. Let's go ahead and crack it open. See if there's any smoke. Oh, there was a little bit. There's also a Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, which is 7.5% ABV. I've never had that. I'd be glad to get my hands on that though. I've seen it, but I haven't gotten it yet. Guinness Extra Stout is brewed with finest barley, malt, and hops from Ireland. All right, let's get a pour. I've got my glass. All right, big, thick, cascading head. Wow, it's got so much head, it's like it has a nitro widget in it. In Europe, I believe this has just 5% ABV instead of the 5.6%. And I believe it used to have 6%. That is a thick, foamy head, tan head, dark brown, even black appearance. I've heard people describe it as ruby red. It looks kind of black to me. Let's see it in the light. Well, you can kind of see through it. There's a little bit of dark red, ruby, amber. Getting that coffee, chocolate aroma. It smells really good. I haven't had this as much as I've had the Guinness Draft 4.2, so I'm excited to try this one. It's a more fuller bodied beer. It gets an 85 on beeradvocate.com. Yeah, it's no longer brewed in Ireland. It's brewed in Ontario, Canada now. Got this 22-ounce can. Says, intense, characterful, and bold. Guinness Extra Stout is the pure expression of our brewing legacy, bittersweet with subtle hints of hops, dark fruits, and caramel. This stout is a testament to great brewing. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, Norwalk, Connecticut. So I guess Diageo out of Connecticut is who imports it. And we got a lot of wind and rain right now. Hurricane, well, now Tropical Storm Sally is moving through Alabama, and it's coming up through Georgia tonight and tomorrow, giving us some rain and wind. It won't be that bad though, but they're saying we might get like 4 inches of rain. This is normally a beer people would drink in warmer or cooler weather. It is cooler today in the upper 60s. I haven't had it in a long time, at least a year or two. It's got that black coffee appearance, and that head is really sticking around. Let's go ahead and get a little more in there. It's pretty chilly today, so this ought to be nice. Man, that head is really sticking around. It's like a 5-finger head. I've had Murphy's Stout, which has a nitro widget in the can, which makes it more carbonated. And I've heard that Guinness at one point had that, or there are variations of Guinness with that. I thought the Murphy's was pretty good, at least as good as Guinness Draft. I believe Murphy's is 4% ABV, which is just a little less than 4.2 of Guinness. This is 5.6, so, you know, fairly sessionable, but getting up there. All right. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Roasted malts, that dark rye bread, burned kind of flavor from those roasted malts. The reason it's so dark is because they toast the malts, and it makes them darker the more you toast them. It's not as heavy as I was expecting, actually. Well, that sip I got definitely chocolate, coffee. It says caramel, dark fruits and caramel. Not getting any caramel, but maybe like a maybe like a prune kind of flavor. Getting a little bit of a prune, maybe. It's really good, but again, it's not as heavy as I was anticipating. It's good. This can doesn't have a date on it. I don't know if it's fresh or not, but it definitely tastes fresh. This is really good. What kind of score would I give it? Oh, wow. I'd give this a 95. For personal preference. And the style, I'm not sure because I haven't had enough in the style to say. I've only had this, the Murphy's, and the Guinness Draft. I've had a few other stouts here, few and far between, but not a lot. Out of all the ones that I've had that I can remember, this is probably the best. Definitely better than the Draft. The Guinness Draft is lighter bodied and more watery. This is a little fuller bodied, though not overwhelming. It's not very heavy bodied. I would say medium to heavy. It's not overwhelming. It's not very bitter. I think the IBUs are like 45. I think it was 47 I read. But this is good. 95 for sure. 95 out of 100, a solid A. It could even be a 96, but I'll stick with 95. Very good. One of the best stouts I've ever had, although again, there's a lot of stouts I haven't even tried. Like I said, I haven't even tried the Foreign Extra Stout, which I intend to do in the future. Hopefully not too distant. Oh yeah, 95 for the Guinness Extra Stout, 5% ABV, originally brewed in Dublin, Ireland, now brewed in Ontario, Canada. 95. Cheers, and thank you for watching.